in place to keep us dumbed down or to make us think we're going down the right road. Because like I always tell y'all, just because you're a lawyer, no disrespect, no lawyer, if you're a lawyer in the Matrix, yeah, you're a lawyer, it works, you know, in the Matrix. But if this shit was to go to shit, the knowledge that you have, that is nothing, and it's no survival skills there. It's nothing to teach you, nothing how to live off the land. Because one day we're gonna revert back to the square root, like everything. Power bring down power. These people are so greedy, they're gonna bring themselves down. But we definitely gotta wake up. But not to get off topic. But the Eve gene, like I was saying, it's just people don't know about it. And when you start researching it, it'll blow your mind. Like why they haven't taught us this? What's the Eve gene to the story to that? You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, the government would never come out and tell you how powerful you are as a melanated person or just in general. They will never come out and break down what a placebo is. Like, I've even questioned some people that's in the medical field, and kind of find out some of them don't even know what the hell a placebo is. And if you don't know what a placebo is, I've done videos on a placebo. A placebo is just basically saying, if I say, smoke this weed, if it smells like weed, it's rolled up like weed, it looks like weed, you're going to perceive it as if it's weed. And you're going to be like, oh, I'm high as a motherfucker, but you really ain't smoking no weed. That's how powerful the brain is. You have to understand. That's why I tell y'all, when you say certain shit in there, don't say it. Oh, I'm having a bad day. Oh, I'm pissed off. You just sought the move for your actions. Oh, I know I got a bad temper. So you basically allowing yourself to do some dumb shit. Because you telling yourself, I got a bad temper. You putting spells on yourself. So placebo is going a little deeper than that. I'm going to give you another example of placebo. It's like, I want to say so many surgeries. Let's say 1 out of 4, 5 surgeries, it's a placebo. Meaning, if you come in, you saying, I'm hurting here, my leg hurt, and the doctor kind of don't understand why you hurting. It's just a mind thing. So what they'll do is they'll bring you in, put you on the table, put you on a little slight anesthesia. Like, they'll go through the whole process of you having a surgery. And when you, and 3-4 months later, you ain't got no pain, or even a month later, they may or may not tell you, man, we ain't do shit to you. It was all in your head. Man, that is powerful. You need to understand that what I just said. A placebo. So why would they tell you about the Eve gene? Why would they tell you that you as a black man, black woman, or whatever the case may be, you can talk to the sun, can send messages to your skin, to your melanin, in your skin, and you can relay these messages. It absorbs, just like drying clothes. Why you think colored clothes dry quicker than white clothes? It absorbs the sun. That's why I say, once I figure out one thing, it applies to everything. And that's how I kind of break the matrix down myself. This is how I break it down. And basically what I'm saying is, if it applies to this, it applies to that, and to that, and to that, and to that. Same as I'm saying, if the sun can hit my skin and I got melanin in my skin, and I can absorb that vitamin D, the real vitamin D, clothes can do the same thing. Anything with color can do the same thing. It can absorb that heat, that energy. So my thing is this, they will not tell you these things because, again, the lion ain't gonna tell a gazelle how to get away from it. So a lot of this stuff, man, we got to start figuring out for ourselves. And first of all, you need to come to the realization that this world is just one big lie, and start seeking for the truth. So accept that first. So once you accept that, that's the first layer you could break, and just know you're on the way, you're on your path to learning truth. And as you're going, you start breaking it down. You start saying, why this business got the logo in this color, and you see their business model. Oh, now it makes sense, because you know what colors are, or you know what that logo means. You know what circles within circles, or circles within squares, what that means. You know a lot of different Masonic things and this and that. And ooh, start opening your third eye. I told y'all, once you open these, your third eye, once you open it, you can't close it. It just ain't never closed. So it's like, I just wanted to break that down to y'all, man. Hopefully y'all go look into that. The Eve Jean, go look up Behold a Pale Horse. I know a lot of y'all probably have read it, but I know a lot of y'all newcomers or people that probably, if you haven't heard of it, it's written by William Cooper, and it was crazy what they did to him for putting out that information. But those are telltale signs that it's something in this book that they don't want people to know. And also just understand, man, like the road to knowledge and the road to understanding is gonna be a little uncomfortable, depending on how fine-tuned you are, how old you are. Because when you get up, they say when you get like 30 years old plus, you kind of just set in your ways. That's it. There's no changing. That's why the older people are real, like they you know, they fear everything. Anything the news say, you know, they believe it. But it's just because they've been indoctrinated longer than you have. But um, look up these things and share these things, man, and you'll start um unlocking a lot of stuff. And I just point out stuff that I think that people will be interested in. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm very I like to research a lot of stuff dealing with the Egyptians. You come to find out that a lot of the man they stole every fucking thing, everything around. They stole it, mathematics, just astrologies, different. They stole it all, and then you start noticing like you think, oh, they doing eye surgery. No, they've been doing eye surgery. They've been doing eye surgery. They've been doing like it's crazy how when you can take over the medical field and how you can take over people's minds when it comes to health. The thing is, if you don't own nothing, you can't control nothing. If we had our own hospitals, trust me, it's way more different ways to do things than what they're telling us. Women shouldn't sit on their back going against gravity having a child. That's why you see a lot of in different cultures, people having babies in water. It's a lot of things, man, that these people do to us, all because we put our, I ain't gonna say we put our trust, but we living in a world where they control that shit. And if we born in a world where when we go to school they teach us this, they teach us that, that shit, it scares a lot of people when it comes to the medical field or hospitals or even courtrooms. Sometimes you go in a courtroom, your heart pounding like a motherfucker. Same way with a hospital. But these people don't teach you certain things. They don't teach you how you can heal yourself. Why? Because your mind is powerful. I just told you the placebo effect. The placebo. If they can trick you, you can trick you. But if you you cough one time and oh I'm sick, get what your body gonna say? Oh we sick. We going to sick mode. Told you I haven't had a fever. No, know how long. I don't know what a fever is. Told y'all this is the same way. I'm gonna let y'all go after this. I told y'all the same thing. This is how they try to take over this certain group of Indians. But the colonizers or the Europeans, they couldn't take over those Indians at that time because the words they was using, like evil and certain words, they didn't know what it meant. So they couldn't activate that action out of them. Like if I call your lady a bitch, I'm gonna activate the action out of you to want to come and jump off on me, and I'm gonna have her at me too, because of what I spoke out my mouth. That tone. I just said bitch. Oh, go ahead on, bitch. Just by me saying that, got your attention. It controls you just off that tone. But if you don't know what the word bitch means, like if I said bitch in another language, you'll be looking at me like, Man, you know I love y'all, man. Like I always tell y'all, man, in order for your ass to be found, you must first be lost. I'll let y'all on the next video.
We in our dark. No, I'm playing in my blue. That's what I just said. We in our dark.
Like, comment, subscribe if you ain't already did so. And if you want to promote on this channel, just go to popupupromo@gmail.com.
Yeah, anytime you see us, we gonna be blued up, baby.
YouTube channel, whatever it is you're trying to do. Let's get it going. Now listen. I said some a couple videos back where I was saying where
Advance tonight then, huh? Did they had held the advance or something?
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for
all right, we're going back on out.
Cowboys get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Now Jones, and he tries to get as much as he can.
Bro, don't own nothing you can't control. You can't control nothing, basically. I'm gonna give you a good example of this. If you're looking at all these women, well, I'm always calling women. And before I say this, I have nothing against nobody. Do whatever you want to do. But as you see, a lot of these young girls are starting to cut their breasts off. A lot of the young girls that like, you know, they like women, they're starting to cut their breasts off. And the thing is, I don't have nothing against it. But what I'm telling you is this. A lot of the things that is put in front of us as people come from those at the top. To us, it's fucked up. To them, it's going according to plan. Bro, you gotta start opening your eyes. If these people wanted the world to be a better place, it would be. These motherfuckers control everything. And yes, you know, you're gonna get people that's gonna say, man, you can live off the grid, or you don't need this, you don't. But my thing is this: how many people gonna be like that? How many people in you trying to bring a whole nation of people into this mindset? These people use these very things to dumb it down. People not stupid, they just been taught wrong. People have been taught that, or they've been persuaded that black people like this, or black people do this. You don't think it's you don't think nothing wrong with, like you don't think nothing is wrong with black people.
It's just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Now Jones, and he returns this to the 22.
They don't control the temperature. You feel me? Like, bro, at the end of the day, what I'm telling you is this. If we live in a society where...
Oh, my whole squad tired.
Which there are societies like that.
first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everything to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. This one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you're right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball down the field, but still, the number one thing you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Nice sharp run there by Kenyon Drake, and he's awfully tough to get on the ground. And how about this Raiders backfield? It's certainly not lacking for punch, having signed Drake this year and already having Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Now Drake, he's never had a 1,000-yard season, but last year in Arizona was his best yet. 955 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns.
I was trying to get it back to you.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it.
I'm trying to give it back to you.
We could listen to this shit.
Here's 2nd and 10.
We could listen to this shit until we got old. But as a child.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a play fake, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Appreciate it.
Picked up by Jordan Lewis. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Again, you don't control what is being said. You don't control.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
I know some people will say, oh, we're evolving. It's a different world. All right. We just was at a different time of the grooming process. You understand what I'm saying? This shit is going according to
So
plan.
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now, if you imagine when you was young,
2nd and 10.
To now what they are doing, imagine when your kids.
What is it then?
Man, this shit gonna be over with.
The give is to Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
This war they got going on, it's just to get your mind right. What been going on for the last
Prescott now.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Good D. Good D.
That's like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That was a test.
The punt team on now is from their end
Ooh,
zone.
that's holding up. God damn, let my nigga go. Whoa! What a ref at down that bitch that nigga was holding. Man, them motherfuckers started fighting back there. That shit was crazy.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Wow. Dirty motherfucker.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drop.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting him there and bringing him to the ground.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. We're scoreless after 1.
Good D, fellas.
We're not ready to come together. Organize. I ain't gonna say we're not ready to organize, but we're not organized. So we're not ready to go because
on 4th down, A.J. Cole.
You got the turkey bowl. That's what this is, a turkey bowl. Oh, you almost got that motherfucker.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, fellas. We got to get something going. God damn.
The matrix is their reality. The circumference of what they know and don't know, these very people want to put it in their head. So it's like raising a fucking dog.
Let's go.
This next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround.
It's a gradual process. It's going to happen.
But when you're playing on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth.
Let that dangle out there a little bit too long, bruh. God damn.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection.
I just need to beat you short.
Cowboys 1st down, at least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
black men being me.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
People in general overstanding over what the government.
A give to Elliott. Oh, what a move. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. This is Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league can support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And taking it across
Kavian, baby.
Inside the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now.
Blaze up, coach. Blaze up.
Now Elliott.
Good target. Good target.
On first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Stupid as fuck. Stupid. See what I'm saying? You've been attacked.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Pay close attention to traditions. Very close attention to them. Because no matter how the world changes and turns, they want you to still.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Please be very traditional.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
Guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was
yeah, bruh. Fucking gift.
Knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. A first down and more for Jacobs. And they'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Carr now on first down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Spaces where you can go, but like I say, when you don't only control, every day if them boys out, they own the league, they gonna let you rake them bitches out. The only way that'll happen if they 100% know that they done lost me. The only way they can gain a little bit of control is to let you come here and
off the option, here's Jacobs. Oh, he bowls over him.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Show people how to get ownership to whatever it is they're trying to do. Because you got to understand, you don't own nothing, you don't control nothing, bro. They the one that got the
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr.
Oski.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it second down.
It's just that simple. So we got to get back control of the things around us so that we control.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
We'll really practice different ways
to throw, it's Carr. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I will too, shit.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good.
Good D, fellas.
Action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play.
Coming right out of church,
Prescott on first down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
In a game where 1 field goal is all these offenses could muster in the first 2 quarters, you figured both coaching staffs were needing to make plenty of adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we send it back out to Brandon Gott.
Yes, indeed, Coach. Thanks. Hey, we could use a touchdown. 3-0.
Let's go. Step it up, baby.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
JB got a little old motherfucker.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them.
Ah, come on, you got to fight that one off. Got to fight that one off.
To do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this
Fight that off. Got to fight that off.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him
Way to
across
tightrope
midfield
Bieber.
for 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders.
Man, you was supposed to fake that shit.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big, and not go back on their heels?
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down
Took ourselves out the motherfucking game.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
I'm going to go on a little winter trip anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I posted about that, played the little winter games with them, did our thing.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they got it 1st and 10. Jabril Cox there on the tackle. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, there's some shit. I ain't going to school. I did a lot of other games.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Carr gonna throw. He finds his man complete.
No, I did that. I fucked that up. Blitzing. That was the play I called.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football,
I got that same play. You know, if you're ready for it, you stop that motherfucker.
And this is a tight one. In order to maintain,
But you go ahead and think that motherfucker gonna be open all game.
points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender.
Ooh, you let him get you with the motherfucking Z.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation, very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
I can see that creativity going back and forth because you guys.
2nd and 4.
And everybody was using this what we used to
Now Carr.
Final feature.
Mm-hmm.
And this has
Yeah, let me get that.
Let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Nigga was scared of the motherfucker.
Because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Card out a throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah. Cover 3, baby.
But it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Cover 3, baby. Good cover 3.
As he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line. It's intended to the end zone for a touchback.
That's a completely different sound, different vibe, different production. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go into, like, we take what we do, what we do is, like, we take, like...
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Ah, good shit.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in.
I see.
Offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that
I thought we had you.
An exclamation point on a terrific game, as you noted. Hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold
Thought we had there. Good shit.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
I need that. I need that.
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he will reach the 8-yard line.
Just don't get in that end zone.
Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got it.
Good shit.
Hunter Renfrow with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yeah, let's see. Get this nail done, you know. Broken.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
From the 31, Prescott.
Damn, man.
It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Divine Diablo. And this one will be returned.
Oh, well.
Around the 38-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
I was kind of concerned.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Oh my God, it was rehearsal.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
What are we going to do?
On 1st down, Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is my original face.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, now Carr. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I hate to give an erase something from my butt, even if it's just the one piece of my hair.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
I know you did.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And this is caught for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jones. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a
good shit. Good game, good game.
Timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So this is something that I really promise in the gym, and most people don't even realize they're doing this, but ultimately it's going to cause you to lose pressing strength as well as intention off of the defense.
Carr going to throw here.
Yep.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Carr.
Oh, look at the hold. God damn.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
He hits the big target target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
But if you're going a bit heavier and if you're training within a few reps of failure like you should be on pretty much every set, then you want to...
Good game, Carl. Good game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game.
We'll see if they go back to base. Maybe they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Now, the exact position will vary from person to person, but around 7.5 with use give or take, that's going to work well for most people. Now, if you're accustomed to doing your dumbbell presses with your elbows flared out, then this form modification might feel a bit awkward at first, but you should pretty quickly get the hang of it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Position either inside of your elbows like you see here, or hiding in the position really far outside.
To throw, Prescott.
What you want to do instead is have your hands and your elbows stacked.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now, of course, if you're doing a dumbbell fly with lighter weight and a neutral grip,
out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Come on, nigga. You gonna call the timeout?
Seconds left. We get a timeout call.
To make sure of this is to actually film yourself from behind the bench so that you can see exactly what your form looks like. By the way, if you're finding this video useful so far and you want some help getting your training program onto the ideal path based on your current physique and your ultimate goals, then once this video is over, don't forget to head over to seanmal.com/custom. Just fill out the form there and I'll send you back not only a free step-by-step workout plan based on your individual needs, but also...
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Dumbbell press form mistake number 5 is pressing the weight in a diagonal forward cup. So this is something that I really commonly see in the gym, and most people don't even realize.
With it is Jackson.
But ultimately, it's going to cause you to lose pressing strength as well as.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right.
But the point is to press in a way so that you're generating maximum upward force.